Howdy, howdy, howdy. All right. Make sure everything's up and running. Okie dokie. Almost didn't make it today. Almost didn't make it. See, pull this one up. Mm. How you doing, Twitch? How you doing, Twitch? All right. The Twitch is working, and YouTube. YouTube is also working. Everything is up and running fantastic. All right. So today, again, we will be continuing our playthrough of Season of Discovery. So last time we left up, head off into the world. Last time we left off trying to um get our professions and our class abilities and all that stuff learned. So that is what we're doing today. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to make some adjustments here to the UI. A little bit like this. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so back in the subject of almost missed it. I almost missed it because I took my wife out to lunch today. So another weekend where I failed to get her computer up and running. So got to know when to call it quits and get the help of a professional. So that is what I did. I went driving around town to find a computer repair place that's not strictly only commercial customers. So I found a place. I found a place that even does somewhat specialized in gaming computers. And so that's what I did. I dropped it off with him. He said it might be a couple of days. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm in no rush. So at some point, hopefully this week, I will get a phone call saying that my PC is ready or what needs to be done to fix it. Make sure my mic is good. Mic is good. Desktop audio should be fine. Should be fine. So yeah. So that was dropped off. That's pretty much all I did this weekend. I mean, I took my my lever gun to go get zeroed. It's finally zeroed after having it for 2 years. It's gorgeous too. It has little brass accents now all over it. It's very classy looking. Well, I want something that kind of reminded me like a John Wayne Old West type of gun. So I'm pretty happy with the way that thing came out. Shoot pretty good. I am not a fantastic shot, so I was only shooting like basketball size groups. But yeah. So we just got back from going out to lunch after running those errands. And tried a new Cajun seafood place in the area, which was fantastic. Definitely good. I don't remember the name of the place of that, so don't ask. It's very close to my house, and I also this weekend picked up headphones. So the HyperX, the HyperX headphones, they're $10 cheaper than my Steel Series, which I threw in a drawer. Um, so we'll see how these work. These seem to be permanently connected by cable. So I am okay with that since I was running connected anyways. And it has a detachable mic. So I kind of like that a little bit better. I like having a detachable mic. I don't want to risk the mic turn on here, maybe backfeeding with this mic right here. So I prefer to have a headset where I can disconnect the mic if I want to. Um, it's an interesting setup. So it's a single cable, right? And it connects to a regular headphone port. Let's see if I could do that. Pull this out real quick. I'll show you. So there. So see, it connects regular headphone jack, goes into this piece, and then this piece is a USB. See if it'll focus. Try this. There you go. So it's regular USB. So that should work pretty well. Um, I kind of wish I hadn't disconnected it. I'll just throw it here for now. If it gets in the way later, I'll move it. So yeah. So now I got a new headset. So let's get that fixed. All right, so the headphone is connected. Sound will probably cut off here in a minute. See how that works. Okay, I hear stuff in the headphones. Good. So now that means I can have the volume a little bit higher for me at least. Because I'm not gonna lie, like playing without a headset, not as fun. All right, so I'm gonna turn the volume up. Let me know if that's a problem for you guys. If it's too loud, just let me know. Shouldn't be too loud. All right, so far so good. All right, so as you can see, we have to go to Westfall, which is normally spells doom for me. So we'll see. We'll see how well I do. I'm gonna do the minimum, I think, to level in Westfall, and then we'll continue on to, I don't know, Darkshore. Darkshore sounds good. It depends on our level, right? Shouldn't be too big of a problem for me. Also try to pick up some more runes. So right now we got 6 runes, so we're doing pretty good. That's half of the runes that you can get, and from what I understand, majority of the warlock runes have been discovered. I've already seen one guy running around in Metamorphosis in Stormwind, and then there's a guy that posted on YouTube late last night, how to get it for Horde. So definite recent discovery on those. So definitely those runes. In fact, I'll go ahead and just pull it up. This one. And keep going back. Let's see. Runes, Caesar, discovery. Okay. Okay. Warlock runes. Haunt, Chaos Bolt. Alright, this isn't what I want. SOD class guides. DPS Warlock. Warlock class runes. Here we go. Alright, Lake of Fire. Hillsbrad Foothills. Purchase the bomb for 5 gold from Zixel, the Wandering Goblin Merchant. Head to Durnhold Keep and use the demolition explosives on the rubber in the center of Durnhold Keep and to the right of the top. Destroying the rubble will reveal a chest containing the rune. Okay. Master Channeler, I already have that. Soul Siphon I already have. Demonic Tactics I already have. Everlasting Affliction has also been discovered. Is purchasable for 4 gold 50 when you reach Honored with the new supply factions. Durotar Supply and Logistics for Horde player and Azereth. So we actually have to get that reputation up. So let's see. Azereth Commerce Authority. So I need to hit Honored with them. Holy crap. Somebody's already hit Honored and discovered this? Wow. All right. Level 23 Elite for Incinerate. Demonic Grace already have. Demonic Pact. Sold by Grisby and Ratchets. You got to do some quests for him, though. Level 16, level 20, level 24. Oh, no. It's... Okay. Okay, and then Metamorphosis. I've seen that one. Shadowbolt Volley has also been discovered. It's in Darkshore. Haunt and Chaos Bolt, which I already have. All right, so it looks like as far as Warlocks go, every single rune has been discovered. Every single one. So, looks like we don't have to do any hunting for that. We will just get around to it eventually. I would be more concerned currently with leveling. So that's what our goal is going to be. Printer. Just working a lot Working a lot on my wife's computer. Okay, so like I said, the plan is to go level and I only have 2 silver. I'm gonna need like 40 silver to be honest. Um, yeah, we need like 40 silver to get the abilities and tomes that I need. So we're gonna have to just go and go level in Westfall. So that's gonna be the plan today. Um, what else? What else? You know, I know I've hardly done anything so far. Pull this up. Yeah, my operating system. Uh, see which side of the computer. All right. Okie dokie, artichoke. So let's see. Well, what else? What else happened this weekend? So, um, yeah, over the weekend, yeah, that's basically it. So, I've been playing the auction house on every single one of my Warcraft characters, except for my retail one, because honestly, I don't really care too much about retail. Not really enjoying it. Um, so I've been playing the auction house, making decent money. I've hit level 60 on my Wrath of the Lich King character on our warlock there. And I got to save up a ton of gold. So I'm going to need 225 gold to get flying unlocked. And then I'm going to need 50 gold for flying mount. So basically, I'm looking at 300 gold. I need to make 300 gold on that character to get flying and a flying mount. So that is what I am trying to work on with that guy. Doing that mainly off stream, right? So I'm in Outlands. I am in Outlands, leveling in Outlands. I know I said I was going to stream it, but I think you guys are more interested in the classic hardcore stuff. So I'll be saving stream time for classic hardcore characters. Speaking of which, this guy, I made some decent money on the auction house, but it's been all going to class abilities and learning stuff. So leveling up my professions. So here I am working on this. So in season of discovery, your professions max out at 150. So I am closing in on them being maxed out. Now I am a lot slower than everyone else that is currently playing. I am aware of that. Not too worried about that personally. So these are some of the things, right? So even though I can make some stuff, I'm waiting until I can afford the next level. And I think each one is 5 or 10 silver. I cannot remember. What I do remember is I know in my head I need 30 silver to get to the next level on all the stuff I need. Um, let's see what else. Yeah, so this was payday weekend, so I was out doing a lot of shopping, sort of thing, hanging around the house, doing admin stuff on my characters. I'm trying to come up with a plan for the next thing that we're gonna play. So I'm hoping to do well with this guy on SOD. We'll continue to play it. I think for the rest of this week, we'll be focused on Season of Discovery and Hardcore, and we might be dipping into something else next week. I'm not sure. And a lot of 25s are dying now. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. So anyways, that's basically my weekend. I hope all your weekends was pretty good. Should get us all caught up. I think I mentioned I dropped off my computer to get fixed, or my wife's computer to get fixed. So hopefully that gets taken care of, and that's one less thing I got to worry about. Ooh, mining nodes. Got to remember to do mining. All right, mining's at 75 now. It's about to mount up. Forgot I don't have a mount. One of the interesting things about being capped at 25 is that the rest of the world is still there. So there's definitely some no-go zones for you as level 25. What's interesting is seeing some of these guys dying in not level 25 areas. Okay. Buy food while the innkeeper Heather. Ah, okay. Okay, how am I on food and water? I'm okay. All right, so now that's what we're doing. Handful of oats. So we're leveling now. We are full on leveling. So we got to take this real careful. Can I summon my Void Walker? Yes. All right, this well fed does give me a well fed bonus, but I'll wait till I heal. Okay. Give me the okra. Okay. All right, that's a good sign. You know, I am level 14, so it is going to be a little bit easier for me, I guess. Level 13, level 12. I'll help him out. There you go. Boop. Okay, not better. That is just fine. All right, so there's all sorts of things that we need. Could pop down. There might be a couple of murlocs I can access. Oh, I didn't even look for oats while I was up here. I need to do that. There you go. There's some oats. And am I going to aggro them? Ooh, what's this? Okay. All right, not too bad. Okay, let's get away from this camp. All right. Okay. So that's one of the Knoll things that we got to get, right? Yeah. Yeah, we got to get Knoll paws. So there's one of them. All right, let's swing by the house, see if it's got any oats over here. A lot of people forget the oats that are at this house. Yep, like that one right there. Any Defias? Am I going to aggro Defias? Okay. Yeah, like I said, people forget about the oats here. All right, so let's try. Where is he? What? What am I getting hit by? Oh. Oh, I'm lagged out. What the heck? Okay. What the heck? Oh man. Yeah, server's about to crash, I think. Come on. There should be a nice safe area right here. As long as there's no crows. Okay, oh my goodness. Alright, yeah, that was terrifying. Alright, cool. Had me really worried there for a second. I got some boar intestines, that's nice. Dang. It's not something I want, especially in Westfall, where I have a history of not doing well here. At least I'm only trying to pick up an item. I should be far enough away from any enemies that I shouldn't aggro anything. I mean, it sounds like there's stuff going on. Damn. Well, I guess we'll just wait till the server catches up. Yeah, I wonder if Asmon just logged on. Oh, there we go. Hope I'm okay. At least my pet's on defense. And not gonna lie, it's kind of nerve-wracking. I shouldn't be engaged with anything, so I should be fine. But this is also hardcore, so I can't afford to not be fine. I wonder what the deal is. Well, while I'm waiting to log in, take a look at Twitter to see if that's a big reason. All right. Asman is just chatting. S-Fan is on. Co-Carnage is on Brawlhalla. I don't see too many people on Season of Discovery. You know, just the usual suspects. Grayson. Come on, try it again. Okay, I think the server is basically crashing right now. Yeah, I don't see too many people on right now. So, yeah, I don't know what the deal is. If for some reason it continues not to work, we'll have to try something else, and I'll just have to cross my fingers, honestly, on the character. We can always hop into Cyberpunk. See. Oh, I'm in. Let's get back in there. All right, still alive. Good. There's the intestinals. All right. Any bags repopulate? No. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't need to hunt that for anything. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like actually pretty concerned right now. But I should be okay. I don't need manhunt anymore. I can abandon that quest. Oh shoot. There we go. Oh, I didn't drop any vulture steaks. Shame. Well, let's go over to that house next. Gotta fight this guy. Alrighty. Little coyote. And nope, none there. There's that one. Tell you what, it's good to be streaming again. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, do I want to right now? And then these are not good areas that it's disconnected me at. These are not good safe areas. Okay. I thought they fixed this. Didn't they fix this issue last week? I'm looking and I don't think the Twitch dudes are like massively.
And like I kind of felt sad about this, man, because like here I'll play the clip. You killed everything? I know, I did it on purpose. I did it because of you.
Okay.
Couldn't catch him. No. He still had braces. I remember whenever Myth popped off, And people were saying he was like dating Pokemon.
It's kind of wild,
Remember that?
man.
Yeah, any context?
Shit.
So like this guy made a video about Myth, and I was actually gonna watch the video. It said the title is a streamer that went from 165,000 to 50 viewers. So it's like basically a story about how Myth isn't as popular as he used to be. Leaving Twitch was a bad idea. I don't know.
That
I
was
mean,
a good video.
I guess server's down.
yeah, it's sad, right? Like, fuck.
It is.
It is what it is.
It is crazy
I would say that too.
how little I look back on what I've like done and like feel good about it, you know?
That sucks, man.
And I think like, I don't know, this video kind of like helped me see that. So, yeah,
Damn, that's nice.
just feels really good, man.
Is fan being skill based on our chain base? Well, I'll talk about it in a minute.
Oh.
But yeah. You don't know what to say. Yeah, as long as you make people happy, 50-minute video, yeah. Yeah, that's so nice. My millions like 24. I wish I was Myth though, not gonna lie.
Hmm.
Myth is he's a good guy, man. Like I met the dude in real life, and he's a good guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, lunchtime.
Amazing.
Definitely lunchtime.
Shit. I didn't think I was gonna cry. Ugh. Ew.
So here's the thing, right? I saw this, and like there were some people that were, some people that were like getting down on him or whatever. Like I don't think he was crying because he fell off. I think he was crying just like thinking about, because like the thing is that a lot of people, like Myth is like used as an example all the time of a person that like fell off, right? Like let's just be honest, that's literally what it is. And so all the time, every time that he has to sit back and think and like contextualize like the fun times he had, it's like always with like a negative shade to it, right? It's always with a negative shade, or like, oh, well, you're not as good as you used to be, etc. So I think that, you see something like this that really focuses on the positive shit. And I don't think he was sad because like, it's like, I think this is a good example of like that quote, don't cry because it's over, be happy because it happened. I think that's kind of the way he feels about this.
Ah.
Right? That's kind of where it is. And so I saw this. It was weird because like I remember watching all this shit happen back in the day, right? Back in like 2018. And I remember like watching Myth and like Daquan, like Hamlin's, like a lot of these guys that used to stream a lot. And now they don't really stream as much anymore for like different reasons. And, fuck, man. It sucks, but early popularity, most people thought he was the best Fortnite player in the world. Well, yeah, I mean, like, Tifo and Clicks, yeah, no, I mean, like, that's the way it is for a lot of people. And, like, I don't think it's really about, like, whether he was a good Fortnite player or not. Like, obviously, Myth is not the greatest Fortnite player in the world, and obviously, Myth would completely wreck me in Fortnite. Like, so what the fuck do I have to say about that? But, the point is that, it's like still happens to a person, and it's good for people to be able to look back on the things that they achieve and, still be happy about them rather than, like hating themselves because they're not happening anymore. You know what I mean? I gotta stop with the server bullshit. Yeah, bro, I don't know what that is. While servers are dead? Why you tell me that? What are you telling me that for? Like, what do you want me to call him? Am I call him, tell him turn it back on? What are y'all doing? Yeah, it's broke. Like, yeah, what the fuck? Is anybody even on?
Here you go. Currently investigating issue affecting our authentication servers, which may result in failed or slow login attempts. Okay.
A lot of people that are offline. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Anyway, so yeah, I saw that a bit ago. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is the thing I was gonna show. Oh my god. So this is a clip. This a clip. I actually have not seen this. I watched it with the sound off. I didn't hear what anybody said. Kai finds a streamer that's pushing a TOS to the limits. All right, let's see it. Let's get it.
Yep.
Her title, 18 plus, UESGF, use GIF, mommy, please lend 1 ounce of milk, omega large. All right, here we go. Let's see it.
Do the clap. You gotta make a clap one more time, chat.
Mm.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Do the clap. You gotta make a clap one more time.
Oh my god. There it is, boys.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Play it again. Yeah, that's what it is. So some people are really getting in their feelings about this, getting upset about it. And what the fuck is happening? Yeah, no, that's the way it is. And someone goes, they say, yo, Twitch, this should not be taking y'all's day to ban this shit. I'm so fucking tired of y'all porn bullshit they let slide on this site. They have rules in place to ban explicit positions and actions, yet they let it slide. Porn has a place and it's not Twitch. I don't know why people get upset about this shit. Like, am I the only person that just thinks this shit is funny? Like, am I weird for just not giving a fuck about? I think this is funny. Yeah, like, what is this? Like,
I will in a minute. We'll see. Like they'll say the servers will be ready any minute.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I don't understand it. And weirdly, she isn't showing anything. Yeah, I know. Maybe not when his 13-year-old sees it. I mean, it says 18 plus. You gotta click 18 plus to even watch it. What's the difference between that and a porn website? Let's be fucking honest, man. Like, it is just it's just the same thing in my mind. It says 18 plus. Yeah, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, are we really gonna be are we really playing these games? Are we really gonna be this dishonest? Are we, bro? What? Porn sites can be blocked though? What, you can't block Twitch? What are you talking about? Yeah, what are you talking about? You can't block Twitch. There's tons of pornography stuff. Yeah, you can make that argument for a lot of things. People have been banned for a lot less. The thing what people are angry about, the seemingly different set of rules in place. I mean, this is what my perspective is, okay? If you are not actively harming your viewers, I don't really care. Or harming other people. Like, for example, making prank phone calls to different restaurants and ordering food to different people's houses, like just random houses. That's bad, and I would say you should get banned for that. Doxing a viewer. That's bad. I would say you should get banned for that. Telling somebody that you're going to kill them. That's bad. I think you should get banned for that. The Sniper Wolf stuff. Yes, exactly. Other than this, guys, I gotta tell you, cry me a fucking river. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Alrighty, we're gonna switch to something else for now. Sorry, guys. What should we do? You know what? I got something interesting. So let's try this. All right. We're going to try something new. Okay. Since the servers want to be down. We're making a switch. We're making a switch, guys. All right. So let me just update everything. I want to make sure everything's good. All right. This will probably get me like nobody's probably gonna want to watch this. such a niche. But you know, we'll try it. You know, we got some time. You guys like my desktop? My Warhammer 40K desktop? Let's see here. Okay, all right. Just let me whip something up real quick. Only take a minute. You know what? I'll just leave it as is. I'll just use this picture. All right. So we'll do that. Let's see. Do I have? Let's see. Let's leave it right there. That'll be fine. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay, that should be fine. We'll leave that as is. All right, so now we've updated that. Now we'll update this one. All right, but I can do that here. All right. There it is. Okay. All right, there we go. I think we are all the way updated, so let's give her a shot. Rogue Trader. So this is in beta right now. I love Warhammer 40K. So when I heard about this game, it's kind of like a isometric CRPG, kind of like Baldur's Gate. I don't know how in-depth it'll be. Ooh. Owlcat. That's what makes it Owlcat. The Coronis Expanse. All right. Take up the mantle of a rogue trader, a scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of Von Valancius as it faces multiple dangers, from a traitor amongst its ranks to the numerous enemies seeking to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It is up to you to hold the reins of Shattered Protectorate and forge a new path for the Rogue Trader dynasty that finds itself in the vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. The stakes rise as you cross the paths of the most powerful adversaries and rivals that chase their own goals in the darkness of the Coronis expanse. Cool. Difficulty. Just leave it on normal. Skill checks. Yeah, okay. Create a custom character. Create your very own rogue trader from scratch. The possibilities are endless when it comes to customizing your background and choose your homeworld, gender, and background. You can choose from a wide variety of abilities and skills, such as combat skills, social skills, and technical skills. Go hard to go to Canada? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. We'll go with normal. How about that? Because I'm normal, unlike you, Matt. You can go be hard. You can go be hard. I'm gonna be normal. Remember, this game is in beta, so I'm gonna try to use as little changes as possible. You can also choose from a wide variety of abilities and skills, such as combat skills, social skills, and technical skills. These abilities and skills will determine how your character interacts with the world and what kind of challenges they can overcome. Finally, you can choose your character's doctrine. Computer hacking skills. I'm gonna select the thick bow staff skills. Yeah, there we go. Bow staff skills. Okay. Well, cool. Let's do that then. Next. Appearance. Let's see. There you go. That's kind of rogue tradery. I like that. Be a demigender? No, I'm fine. Another short hair. Something that makes sense. Give me all the scars. That'll work. Ooh. There you go, that works better. He's got a tattoo of the Imperial Eagle? Is that what that is? It's so hard to tell. Let's go with no tattoos. Okay. Homeworld. Death World, Voidborn, Hive World, Forge World. I kind of want to do this one. Ballistic skill +5, perception +5. I kind of like that. What's this one? Toughness, strength, agility, intelligence, and fellowship is down. Okay. Analytics system. Ah, okay. Go fast. Intelligence, toughness. Weapon skills, strength. Ballistic skill, perception. I think I'm gonna go with a military tradition imperial world like Cadia or something. All right. Ooh. Imagine me being a commissar and now I'm a rogue trader. What kind of crazy backstory would that take for that to happen? See, noble makes sense. Being a high-ranking rogue trader as a imperial noble, that would make sense. A biomancer, diviner. These both look the same. I'm thinking noble. So +5 fellowship, intelligence, coercion, persuasion. Fellowship and persuasion. Okay. Now, being a commander also makes sense. So this puts more stacking into this. Combined arms is this. Astro Militarum command of all their allies deal an additional +20 plus perception bonus times 2%. Damage to enemies that are adjacent to the commander or their allies until the end of the commander's next turn. All commander's allies also take no damage from friendly fire attacks. Once per combat. That sounds kind of important. And then what do I get for noble? Ah, okay. So the fur version of that's not in. So let's go with commander since that is full. Now talents, distraction. Well, the Astro Militarum commander is under the combined arms effect. Their single shot and area of effect attacks gain plus 20% to dodge reduction, parry reduction, and cover penetration against enemies that are adjacent to the commander or their allies. Drown them in shots. Astro Militarum commander is under the combined arms effect. All their allies gain plus 5% to rate of fire. Alright, you know what? We'll just do that. Triumph. We'll progress. Next version of the release. We can progress. So. Let's do marksman. Oh, can I only pick one? Okay. I'll go with marksman. I'll go with this. Sounds kind of tanky. It makes sense, like frontline leader, that sort of thing. So, can I not unlock it? Okay. Now I can put stuff in here. So what do I got? I got perception is up. Ballistic skills, strength, toughness. Well, let's go up, up. Let's beef up intelligence. Fellowship. That should work. Invictum Erebus. That sounds kind of cool. Alright, so this is a Von Valancius flagship. It is the oldest and mightiest void ship, belonging to the Von Valancius dynasty. Every system aboard this frigate has been tried and tested in innumerable engagements. Its weapons and turrets deliver hard-hitting volleys with pinpoint accuracy. Its plasma drives are rugged yet reliable in extreme conditions. The flagship's size and maneuverability are perfect for pursuing smaller, faster raiders and for hunting the countless pirates, Xenos, and heretics in the Coronis Expanse. Numerous Von Valancius rogue traders have acknowledged the exceptional performance of this vessel, and with a few minor updates, the flagship has continued faithfully to serve the Von Valancius dynasty. Well, what do you think? What do you think? Does that look cool to you? It looks cool to me. Oops, sorry about that. I am here. I think that works. So basically, I'm like a shooter, frontline military officer, and commanded this frigate for the rogue traders. I think that works. It's kind of makes me want to decorate my microphone a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, or throw on like one of my Warhammer models or something. Attach that on there. There you go. Sorry. Bear with me a minute. There you go. That should work. There you go. Now a little zoomed out. I could throw some of my stuff up here. Put some Warhammer decorations over on this. There we go. All right, complete. Octarian. He's secretly being taken over by the 8-pointed star of chaos. I don't know how well you can see that. I put a couple of my Warhammer models right here that I painted. See how well that works. All right. But I did that. Octaria. Did I hit cancel? All right, here we go. Conrad Voigtveer, An excellent place for contemplation. The man who has approached you is gazing down into the depths of the vast temple on one of the lower decks. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity. Truly an awe-inspiring sight. Frankly, such excess can be tiring. All this ostentatious luxury, this laughable pretense, is enough to make one think that the architects meant to compensate rather than glorify. Have we met? Do you have a particular reason for disturbing me? Well, let's see. For the Empire of Man, we shall say, truly an awe-inspiring sight. Hold on a sec. There's some more Warhammer models out here. All right, I gotta paint my Angron. There's my Angron right there. Probably can't even see it. Yeah, oh, out of picture. My Angron. Okay, where were we? Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Got distracted with all my Warhammer stuff. Okay, the man nods in satisfaction as if your words have confirmed some thought he had. That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with a chance to give their very life for the Master of humanity. He sighs and turns to you. Alright, hyperlinks. Highlighted words in the dialogue provide detailed information about the world, events, and game mechanics. However, hover over them to get additional information. Words are highlighted when they first appear in the text. Scroll up in the dialogue box with the mouse wheel. See the desired term highlighted in color again. Okay. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers in the employ of Her Ladyship, Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before. Voigtveer bows his head and focuses his attention on you. So, rogue traders are basically... they're part of the Imperium of Man, but also not part of the Imperium of Man. They basically are somewhat independent, right? Somewhat independent. They believe it themselves. They are primarily independent, but they're really not. But they do have the freedom to make deals outside of the Imperium of Man. So let's see how close I am to this game's definition of it. So hover over it. An imperial subject with a unique hereditary title, a rogue trader is tasked with exploring and exploiting the still uncharted regions of the galaxy for the benefit of mankind. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, that's it. There you go. Rogue traders are hereditary imperial nobles, the bearers of a sacred warrant of trade that empowers them to roam those worlds of the galaxy that lie beyond imperial control or knowledge. They are free to decide how to react to alien cultures and ancient technologies, new planets or worlds harboring long-forgotten human civilizations, and are first and foremost masters of their own fate. Predominantly, yes, but they still fall under the Imperium of Man, and so they have to hide certain aspects of what they find out in the expanded universe due to violation of heretical laws, like having certain Xenos technologies and things like that. They get away with some of it, but you still don't want to piss off the wrong Inquisitor. All right. My name is Octarian, Lieutenant General Octarian Scipio Grimald, commander of the 8th Army of the Scanthian Janissaries. I have no intention of introducing myself. I'll keep it simple. My regards, Octarian. Voidveer looks you up and down with a thin smile, or should I say, Octarian von Valancius, scion of a blessed rogue traitor house in the service of the Imperium. Perhaps this kinship came as a shock to you, understandably so, given that all evidence of the connection was lost in the generations separating you and Lord Captain Theodora. It required no small effort on the part of her ladyship's servants to discover and verify this blood tie, which has now made you one of the heirs of this dynasty. Lord Captain, strange title for Lady Theodora. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here? You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities? Tell me about the one on whose ship I have found myself. You say I'm one of the Rogue Trader's heirs. There's another candidate. Assume you had some gold in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it. I think I'm going to play this character kind of direct. We'll do that. But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness. I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Adelthrod von Valancius are conversing on the observation platform located in one of the wings of the officer's deck. Let us join them there. I shall accompany you. All right, follow Conrad. That's him, I guess. Rochair Theodore movement. Yeah. Got it.
Victory awaits.
All right, interactable objects. Looks like a door. Check it out. Touch. Some objects in the game have been interacted with in a special way. They are marked with specific icons. Some will allow study objects. Others will transfer the character to the neighboring locations or launch a small event. Click LMB on the icon to perform corresponding action. Okay. So like this one. A massive conference. Ah, that means like examine. Okay. A real resource. Massive conference. Yeah, okay. Let's talk to this guy. Crew member's hard work, bowing his head in fear and avoiding even looking at you. Tech priest. Okay.
Follow my lead.
Sometimes one click works, sometimes it's double click. It's kind of weird.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
A candlelit altar with a copy of the 2348th volume of the Lex Imperialis, the Codex of the Sacred Laws of the Imperium. Okay. An emergency. Did you see? Oh, dropping bad frames. All right. You have been ambushed. The battle begins. Start the battle. Okay. Right. All battle in the game are turn-based. On their turn, the character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Select a position within the selected area, and double-click LMB to move the character to the selected cell. Okay. Movement points. So that's going to be... Where is that? Probably over here. Determine how far a character can move on their turn. 1 MP corresponds to 1 cell on the battlefield. Moving diagonally is more costly. Every second cell takes away 2 MP. At the beginning of each turn, movement points are restored to maximum value. The higher the character's agility characteristic, the more MP they get. Okay. So, oh, yeah, okay, I see it now. Let's go. Alright, so I can move 6, right? 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can move 6. So that's 1, 2. Okay, so I can move there. If I go here. Alright, now can I shoot? To attack, select single shot icon on the skill bar. Oh, okay. So this basically, it plays. Okay, it essentially plays. You don't? Oh, did I already use it? Oh, I did already use it. Okay. Okay. Okay, now attack. Alright, there we go. Can I do it again? No. Alright, so I guess that's it.
I'll pass. Not my specialty.
Alright, so what do I do? So now that my turn is over. End turn, okay.
Death to the heretics.
I can scarcely believe it. On a day like this, what suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. A wild beast breaks free on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. Without taking his eyes off the dead beast, Voigtveer removes the Voxcaster from his belt and speaks a few quick orders into the device. Then he turns to you. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. This is a deliberate attack. It should stop the culprits from advancing their plan. Alright, kill the rogue trader's pet. Spread out. No one is allowed to enter the premises. Stations! Alright. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some water. All right. Let's see. Let's put me in a better spot. Let's go up here. Sorry about that. All right, there we go. Should be a little bit better now. Right, the lines on Voigtveer's face, forehead soften, and his voice regains its usual courtesy. I'm afraid I must remain here, Octarian. All right, look. Deep breath. Wusa. Now read. I hope you'll have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor. The Master of Whispers gives you a curt bow. Okay. All right. The journal records your current quests, rumors, and other assignments. To open the journal, press J. Journal entries, quests. This is like no joke, an actual RPG, a 40K RPG. Oh man, it's got me a little bit hyped for this. The main story progresses and the status of current task changes. You'll see pop up at the top of the main screen. Okay. Where am I? Am I in this elevator right now? Where I is? All right, that's me. Yep.
We shall prevail. A new challenge for me?
Huge beast roars at your approach. The tentacles in its mouth begin to move, oozing muddy saliva from numerous pores. Neat.
None shall stand in my way.
Huh. Adelthrod. That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora, says a man dressed in peculiar garb, his voice tight with tension. His face, half of which is covered by sin skin, is twisted in a grimace of displeasure and disbelief. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide, practically an admission of heresy. Theodora. The tall, gray-haired woman pins him with her gaze, her cybernetic eye flashing crimson. Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation, no worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Aeon the Sixth, Adelthrod? While you are considering your answer, Adelthrod, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Theodora nods in your direction. Approach. What is this? Adelthrod turns to you and regards you with indignation. Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion? I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it is worth it. Theodora tilts her head, her lips stretched into a cold smile. This is Octarian, the second candidate for the title of my successor. The rogue traitor regards you with a look that is imperious, predatory, and oppressive. Step forward, Octarian. Character skills reflect their current level of knowledge and abilities. Sometimes you can get additional information and dialogue if a passive skill check was successful. Skill checks use the character from the party with the highest value of the applicable ability. Well, that's nice. So in Baldur's Gate, that person needs to be the one that initiated the conversation in order to use certain skill checks. So in that way, it makes sense, right? That's the person in the directing the conversation. But this makes it a little bit easier for those skill checks. So now, you don't have that FOMO regret that you use the wrong guy when you start a conversation. I do like that. It's a little bit easier than Baldur's Gate as far as planning out your conversations. All right. Consider this hypothetical situation, Aeon the Sixth. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say. But attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure? Ooh, look at that. I succeeded. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Aeon the 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several cycles to do so, but it will give us the answer. A retensive connection with the Astromil term. A few Imperial Guard regiments could take care of the natives, their spirits, and the magma. Solid fortifications have never let me down. Sorry. I'm still suffering from lunch. Those reports of spirits certainly sound like evidence of heresy. However, I put my interest first. Oh, there you go. If I was an Inquisitor, I would immediately jump to purge the heretics. But that is not me. I'm not a commissar. There you go. Let's do this one. Theodora smirks, thorough but presumptuous. It took me a great deal to find one psyker who would serve me well for many years. Yet you speak of several. Adelthred looks at you with the warmth of a snake. Distinction psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne. Or do you, Octarians, suggest that we use heretics who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants. All right. Got it. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do, Adelthrod. I like that. Or play the political answer. Ooh, I kind of like that one too. I find your tone most disagreeable, Adelthrod. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you would live to regret the consequences. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I think putting him down without threatening him, I think that's funnier. The color drains from Adelthrod's face, which distorts his features further. Insolent, ignorant, upstart, how dare you? Adelthrod. Theodora's tone renders him silent. I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me, then, why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview. I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time. Adelthrod bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you another look. Good boy. Yeah, that's right. Walk away. Walk away. Oh, can I walk around? Theodora's gaze follows him as he leaves. Then she turns to you. So, Octarian, why are you here? Well, that's a good question. Why am I here? Was it not you who sent for me? There are questions I wish I've answered. I don't know just yet. I hope that you'll clarify that. Theodora scoffs. You have ceded the opening that was offered to you and displayed woeful meekness, even for one of inferior rank. Admittedly, this affliction is equally strong in all who are inured to existence in the grip of the Imperium. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lickspitlery, compulsion to please. Forget all of that. From the moment my envoys come for you, the old rules cease to matter. My name is Theodora von Valentius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue traitor in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by the most sacred relic, the warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light, where powers wicked and heretical reign and bode death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find, pass the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you, Octarian, are one of those with the von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. What of? Does this mean there are other heirs? Naturally, some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Adelthrod may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may be potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful, if not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Theodora sighs and looks away pensively for a brief moment. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Conrad Voigtveer served me for many years before he made this mistake. Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader. His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voigtveer's performance in his current role is satisfactory, or it used to be, at least. Alright, the Vox affixed to Theodora's attire suddenly comes to life, but all you can hear is unintelligible noise. Theodora winces, shuts off the transmission, and gives you an imperious nod. I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the voice ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Let's see. Is that so? I do keep a number of pets native to one of my planets on the officer's deck. Perhaps someone was careless during their feeding time, or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Geller field. Or perhaps our possessed ship was in the mood for a lark. Theodora laughs nonchalantly. So, Geller field. Let me quickly explain Geller field for those who don't know. Right, so a Geller field, think of it like in all science fiction, right? You have your force field or whatever, your ship's shields or whatever. So this is basically a bubble, right? Oh, sorry. Whacking the microphone multiple times. This is like a bubble that goes around the ship, right? And this bubble, what it does is it prevents the warp from entering real space. So basically it creates a bubble of real space around the ship as it travels through the warp. The warp, think of it as it's beneath space-time, right? It's like in another dimension, basically. And so they're faster than light travel. What they do is they hop into the warp and they fly through the warp to different locations, and that's how they get places fast, right? Well, the warp is a place of evil, magic, and all sorts of other things. It's where like the psychers get their magical powers from. Anything that is considered like magic or like telekinesis or anything like that comes from the warp. The forces of evil, chaos, are make their home in the warp. That's where they're from. And so the Geller field protects the ships from exposure to the warp. That's what it is. It's not a shield against like incoming fire or anything like that. It's a bubble of real space basically around the ship to prevent like warp entities and warp manifestations to damage the people or the ships themselves. The gray-haired officer gives the rogue trader a look of cautious disapproval. Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by the uneducated riffraff. Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. She turns to you. The ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live. What are my current responsibilities? Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to learn to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Adelthrod. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. I have no more questions. Hold on a second. I want to throw some more models up here. I'm having fun throwing my Warhammer models on here. See, you see my hands? Okay, you can see my hands, all right. Think about what else to throw up there. Let's see. Any of these are so dusty. Here we go. Here we go. Now I have a bunch of Warhammer models. There. I got a bunch of Warhammer models. Gonna put this Lehman Russ over here. Can you even see that Lehman Russ? Probably not. There you go. Now I got a bunch of Warhammer models back there. Right. In that case, I shall head to Theodora's Vox Awakens once more This time you pick up shouting. The Lord Captain freezes, listening to the Voxcast, then nods and draws her weapon. Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Senesol. As the need arises, protect the new blood. She glances at you. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated. Ooh, cutscene. What is this?
Death will find you soon enough. Crush him.
Holy cow. All right.
I took care of this one.
Oh, nice.
One fewer tongue.
Damn. Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Ah, it has a shield around it. Can I make it that far? No.
Suits my purposes.
7 to 11.
Not a problem. You didn't stand a chance.
Hey, critical hit, nice. Ah, I don't have any moves.
I don't have time for this.
Is that it? So I think that's it. I'm sure he's got those guys here in a minute.
I took care of this one. Reduced to dust. All too easy.
Boom.
Already done. My tactics are flawless.
All right. Here we go. Heretics are handled. A world full of deadly dangers to help your allies can save your lives. Look closer. Your character has received a temporary positive effect from a companion. Learn more about the effect. Hover over the small icon next to the character's portraits. Is it... Okay. Got it. Where is it? Is it here? Nah. I don't know. Theodora waves her hand in a commanding gesture. Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single horse survive. The rogue trader turns her eyes to you. Didn't bat an eye when that scam burst onto the deck. Not bad. I've seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security makes them that much more susceptible to the harsh realities of warp transitions. She looks at the Vox in her hand. All you can hear is lifeless static. Possibly. Quite likely. Theodora winces and flicks the switch on her Vox a few times. We'll investigate at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation. Okay, what is happening? From what we have seen, Octarian, I can speculate that we are dealing with some variety of warp madness. The Seneschal is astonishingly calm for someone who just survived a sudden attack. Such episodes are not uncommon among Voidsmen who have found themselves outside the boundaries of real space, though such episodes seldom spill onto other decks. Theodora clicks her Vox a few times. The casters are not working, or have been sabotaged. Either the warp is toying with us, or someone went to great lengths to cut the ship's communications. I will need a direct channel to the chief engineer, engine seer, before I can get a sense of what we're up against. Whatever it may be, keep your weapons at the ready. I imagine it will be some time before we no longer need them. How could there be armed people in the ranks of the crew who would dare attack the Lord Captain? Seneschal gives you a gloomy look. Trust me, Octarian. This is hardly surprising for a crew of thousands. The lower decks are a fertile environment for discontent and heresy. No matter how one tries to incinerate any seed before it can take root, all it takes is a hint of warp influence to cloud the minds of normally obedient cattle. Sporadic riots on the lower decks never reach these compartments. Theodora's anger causes the Seneschal to shrink slightly. No, the tumults of the rabble are always contained within their own territory. This is too well organized. It is spreading too rapidly. What are your orders? She breaks eye contact with you. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it. Alright. So find the Arch-Militant. The officer's deck is under attack by an unknown enemy. The Arch-Militant Mort. That needs to be longer. Can I... Options. Let's see if I can get that. Game settings. No, Ogden. Welcome to the stream. No, the servers are constantly crashing, so I'm just playing this for a little bit. This is a 40k game called Rogue Trader. It's in beta, and so I'm just giving that a try for a little while before we hop back on. Show basic tutorials. Okay. All right. Once we're done with the ride, I want to have a look at the Logisticar's reports. We need to understand what happened on the decks during the warp jump and preparations preceding it. Mail time! Is that from Lupita?
It's for my aunt. She sent it 7 months ago when she was in Italy.
Oh, that's cool. Postcard from Italy, nice. Oh, nice. Yeah, so we're currently under attack from heretical forces on this ship. Which, I don't remember the name of the ship. But don't judge me. I had to pick a random name that sounded very 40k-ish. Notice my stack of 40k. I just grabbed some of my 40k models, put them up here. Oh, nice. Sweet. Cool. Alright. Alright, so now I gotta go find this guy.
Follow my lead.
Their breakthrough attempt. Crude arms! Yeah, it's probably a little loud. Oh, geez. Every time I click off of it. Okay. Well, they seem to have that handled. Damn, somebody blew up. Ah, it's a drawbridge. Okay. Okay, well, let's see if, can I go through this door? No. Okay. Guess I gotta go this way. Alright, I gotta go find Mort.
It's about time.
Maybe I need to push through here? It wouldn't make sense that I need to go through there. So, I don't know. Let's see. Let's go up here. Ah, I can go to there. Is that Mort? He's got a melta gun. Conrad Voigt here. Let's out a sigh of relief upon seeing you. Thank Providence you are alive and well. Always on time, eh, Conrad? The moment we've finished chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it. Yeah, that's Mort, huh? Conrad pointedly looks away from the arch-militant to you. Mort, pull yourself together. The arch-militant looks back at you. What? Did Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away. Mort pulls his Vox from the belt and hurriedly reports on the situation. Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report! I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Geller field failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. Voitvir pauses. The madmen have already reached the officer's deck, suggesting that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny. Alright, so what we got here? Mutiny, but who would attempt a mutiny here? A mutiny against the Emperor's Anointed. Traitors are the last one of them. Provide immediate assistance to those still on the middle deck. Perhaps stop this wave from spreading. One of these two sounds better. I think I will go with... I think I will go with this one. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure, and I have the means to do both things at once. Her expression changes as her eyes flash ominously. Theodora looks at Voitvir. Edelthrod, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons. I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on transitional deck 18. Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrod immediately. Finish all. Locate Tila, Class, and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. It appears that we might encounter heretics along the way. Octarian, Glances at you thoughtfully. If I may, Lord Captain, Whitebeard's voice is soft and cautious. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Adelthrod back, I could use some support. After all, I am not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the house as the esteemed arch-militant, and taking into consideration Adelthrod's psychic powers... Alright, find Adelthrod. Okay. And it's settled, Octarian. Find Adelthrod and return here in any state. This elevator, she points at the massive doors, leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you do both. Or require you both. Do you understand? You say it, what does that mean? I hear and obey, Lord Captain. Then move out. Mort, come. I gotta admit, this game is actually pretty good. Normally, I don't like these type of games. But after BG3, I mean, I'm starting to kind of dig these. Whitebeard gives you a nod. Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. I shall make do. Lead the way. Of course he will. He rummages in his pocket for something. Lady Theodora would never have something she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs, but that is no longer relevant. With a pop and a sharp crackle, something hits you in the abdomen, and you are consumed by unbearable, gut-wrenching pain. Great. Now what? I promise you a special destiny, Octarian. It is time to fulfill it. Oh, no. I got captured. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's that mean? All right. Well, Lord Captain and officers are crushing the revolt. Someone needs to find Adelthrod, the dynasty heir particularly. Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the warrant chamber, and for that I need him breathing. Voidfear looks down at you. You are back with us, I see. Delightful. What is the meaning of this? You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little is required of you. Just your blood, which you can either share of your own volition or I will spill it for you. We're at the anteroom of the warrant chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies a relic that gives Theodora all of her power, the sacred warrant of trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel. Why? Because I'm following order. What is happening on the ship right now has been in the making for a very long time. All that remains is to obtain what my master sent me for, the warrant of trade. I think the warrant of trade is like a pass into Imperium space, like not just like a piece of paper, like an actual metaphysical, technological type of thing. What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel? I have no intention of helping you. On the contrary, the Wharf's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Von Valancius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me, but you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for? I have no intention of helping you. I'm afraid that you, Octarian Von Valancius, have no choice in the matter. Voidveer produces a strange object, a blade without a handle that shimmers blue in the light. Try to resist, and I will demonstrate the power that the warp holds over mortals. Come to think of it, I might even take some pleasure in doing so. 'Tis a void with you. Okay. The blade flashes in the dim light and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment, you feel nauseous. Your head is spinning, and then quiets. Whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with the singular urge. Go to the gates. Go to the gates. Go to the gates. Ooh, okay. Yes. Told the warp to go screw itself. The voices in your head persist in their demands, and yet you feel this unseen chorus momentarily waver under the strength of your resolve, until the intruding influence forces you to your feet and pushes you toward the gates looming in the center of the chamber. Okay. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. Jeez. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Now let's examine it. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is a strange alloy that was used as material for the machine components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect that you are looking for a technological relic known as archaeotech. Yeah, these warrants, I think there's only so many out there. They're basically like directly made by the Emperor for the rogue traders. I think it's like one of those ancient artifacts from before the Horus Heresy. The servitor on the gate begins to move with the screeching and groaning of metal. It leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen on the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Voitvir wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Alright, hold on a sec. I'm gonna adjust the sound again. There. Examine the sentinel. Place your hand in the sentinel's mouth. Let's examine it. Ooh, look at that. Look around in hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel or a protruding piece of rebar in sight. Examine the sentinel. The servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you're used to. Copper thread stitches in its skin. The joints are replaced by metal hinges. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything so that the result of their work would serve much longer than ordinary working automatons. Look back. Did you forget something, Altarian? I suggest you hurry. Alright, fine, I'll do it. The Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass, the Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you're beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever had. High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance? You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it in the Sentinel? The cogitator? Is it a figment of your wary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes, I do require assistance. Ping shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your conscience does not have the ability to do you any real harm. Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol. Take that. Ooh, las cannons? Dang. Holy cow. Check the Warren Chamber. The Warren Chamber has opened its doors for the Dynasty heir. Time to make sure the sacred Warren of Trade is safe. You're damn right.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Norman Skate smash the porters of the heavy metal look impregnable. Alright. Can we close these doors? Ideally, I want to close these doors. Alright, the Holy Relic is in there.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Let me know, but by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the Warren of Trade, Baragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, walk steadily the road of thorns through the pain to greatness. There is Servo Skull. Vox Skull. Servo Skull's creaking gradually turns into comprehensible words. Escort the child of the house to safety. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me? Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by. Ah, are you the Warren Sentinel? Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and means of communicating with the rogue trader subjects. Mobile unit standing by. Boxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection. In place of the mechanical screeching, the Servo Skull's box projects the voice of Theodore Van Valencius. The sword in written with static, yet still recognizable beyond a doubt. Boxmaster, restore communication with the Navigator's Sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head. Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection. Alright. I need a weapon. I'm utterly defenseless. Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations. The Servo Skull goes silent. Its relays clicking. Second after second passing, you realize the Servo Skull will not answer you. Lead me away from here. Alright. Middle of the upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. The Servo Skull twitches and makes a few clicks. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured. Okay. Cool.
None shall stand in my way.
Indeed. Alright, close and lock the door, Vox Skull. Led by the enemies of humanity, for not one of them can prevail over true servants of the Imperium who are ready to give their lives for his anointed. Okay. Okay, now what? Let's find our way out of here, right? Okay. Is that a door? Is that a door? Must be something I'm missing. What am I missing? Is there a map button? There is a map. Okay. So apparently something right there. So right off from the gunfire, the engines of death froze as they finished off the heretics that had infiltrated the sanctum of the void ship. Okay.
It's about time.
Something behind me, or do I need to talk to this thing?
A new challenge for me?
Seal the chamber. There we go. That's what I needed to do. Abelard. Then I saw Abelard Worsarian has lost some of his former polish. His forehead is sweating. One of the sleeves of his coat is torn and soaked through with blood. Nonetheless, despite his heavy breathing, he stands firm and his gaze is demanding, albeit somewhat surprised. Master Octarian, what? Whatever you're doing in the warrant chamber, how did you? He surveys the carnage around him. His brow furrows and he places a hand on his weapon. Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this? Conrad Voigtveer is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me here. What? He intended to take revenge on Theodora for an old grudge and become the rogue traitor himself. Serving gods of the warp? Conrad is a heretic? Oh, Voigtveer, you void rat. Abelard shakes his head. Madness. And this mutiny is likewise his doing, no doubt. Rockseed. Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels, but now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive and now safe, Master Octarian. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. Abelard examines you critically. You're in a bad way, Octarian. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicae kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here, he hands you weapons. I get a las gun, flak chestplate, medikit. Ooh. Okay. So after falling into the trap, receiving damage that exceeds 50% of their total wounds within one round, the character receives injuries. Injuries reduce a character's stats. I keep getting that notification. Welcome, 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 people. Welcome, welcome. Okay, sorry about that. After falling into trap, injuries. All right, injuries reduce a character's stats, and if 3 or more injuries accumulate, the character will get trauma instead of a stack of injuries. Also, a character gets trauma if they completely lose health in the battle. Traumas reduce character stats and grant an additional negative effect. If fresh injuries are not treated within 5 rounds, they will become old injuries. Use Medikit to restore wounds and heal injuries in and out of combat. After the combat, the wounds of all members of the party are restored automatically, but the received injuries remain. They can be cured with the use of a Medkit. Old injuries can also be removed with a Medikit, but require an additional Medicae check. Traumas can only be healed by rogue traders' quarters on the void ship. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So it looks like I got to do some healing. And I got inventory. So I for inventory. Okay, yeah, the controls are basically the same as... Oh my god. So the controls are basically the same as Baldur's Gate 3. Alright, so here's the inventory. So let's equip the las gun. Equip a new weapon, double click. Okay, well, also right-clicking and selecting it does it too, because that's what I just did to equip it. All right, what's this? This is the Medicae, right? Do I have injuries? Where does it say I can see the injuries at? Well, I mean, I can also equip that. Oh, neat. Like a actual Imperial Guard, like infantry armor. Do I have one over here? No, I don't. I have my Lehman Russ, though. I have my Lehman Russ right here. Let's see. Let me go grab one of my Cadian troops. Here we go. Bring a few more over. I'm gonna have all my models over here by the end of the day. Actually, I probably couldn't fit all that. So here we go. Bricadia. There you go. Yeah. Bricadia. Imperial officer. Doesn't focus. Yeah, it's not really focusing. With this guy? Maybe... No. No, not focusing. Alright. Whatever. I'll throw some Imperial Guard guys over here. There we go. So we got some Space Wolves, an Orc, a bunch of my World Eaters, some Imperial Fists, some Cadian Imperial Guard. There we go. Alright, so... injuries, right? Let's talk about injuries. So... Where did I find the injuries at? Over here? Status, maybe? Notable? What's notable? Nothing. Other? And then this. Can't be equipped by this character. Contains cataplasm patches, contraceptics, and synthetic skin applicators. Regains 6 Medicaid, 5 wounds. Also removes bleeding. Removes 1 fresh wound, or if none, old wounds. Alright, so... Here's Medicaid. I don't see any wounds here. Yeah, I don't see any wounds. That's cool though. I just realized that when I equipped that armor, it did change the way I looked. So that could be fun. That could be fun equipping a bunch of things to make us look all neat. All right. So what's this? Old wound. Ah, that's where it is. Okay. So let's use one.
I'll pass.
What do you mean?
Not my specialty. Absolutely not. I'll pass.
I'm not interested.
So why can't I use it then? All right. Well, I guess I can't use it. It says I have an old wound now. All right, let's close it. Now let's try it. Another way to get into the inventory.
My specialty.
Do I need to equip it?
Absolutely not. I'll pass. Not my specialty.
All right, equip it.
Absolutely not.
Okay. I got to figure out how to use it eventually. All right, so let's pull up the log. Okay. Inventory, character, journal, map. Oh, I see what's hotkeyed now. Oh.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Well, I gotta figure out how to get rid of that old injury, though.
We must act. None shall stand in my way.
So bandage your wounds and take up arms. With all due respect to area, I will not let you out the door. All right. So I've still got to figure out how to use the health thing. All right. So just in case. All right. So I did equip the weapon though. Help! Help me! Well, that's not working.
I don't have time for this.
Oh man, it's so annoying. I was thinking I have to go into the items, and it won't let me equip it.
My specialty.
Maybe I gotta equip it on him. Yep, there we go.
Someone else can do this.
Okay.
Absolutely not. I'll pass.
All right, so I'll have him do it then.
It's about time. I am at your service.
Let's see. There it is.
Let's patch you up. Back into the fray.
There we go. Trial and error. I figured it out. All right. Rogue Trader Theodore von Valetis. Okay, man. All right. So first off, my issue with this game, first off, is these dialogue boxes go away way too quickly. There's got to be a way to adjust the difficulty controls. It should be in gameplay. It just says show, pause, auto and turn, lock camera, keys, party, animation, enemy animation, tooltip delay. Could be this. Oh, no, it's the lag. Well, I want like no lag. What's that? Okay, I think it was at 10. All right. Game statistics, difficulty. Dialogue settings, here we go. Okay, no adjustment for time. Okay, graphics. I think I have it on max, right? High. Boom. Just put it on high standard. Won't touch anything else. Okay. Should be fine. Apparently doesn't like it. Quality? What's the issue? Interesting. I think the alpha just doesn't like it. Doesn't like me tuning it. Display, sounds, accessibility. Okay, yeah. There's no way to adjust how long the box is open. Abelard nods in satisfaction that it's a noticeable improvement, Octarian. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. Indeed. The lower decks are teeming with heretics, instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ships and forces are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse. Although strike teams have already been dispatched there, all communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. Okay. Oh man. That is not the worst of it all. He pauses when the light flickers yet again. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. In the worst case, they have already lost control of the process, and we all have precious few moments left to live. In the best case, if we manage to reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation, some aboard this vessel may yet survive. Yeah, that's one of the concerns I had the second he said that. There was some issue with the navigators. What exactly has gone wrong with the translation? I'm no helmsman or, God Emperor preserve me, navigator. However, I have spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Geller field has faltered. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. That would be bad. If we get thrown off course, we will forever lost in the warp. Naturally, We will not have long to live in that scenario, but even so, I do not intend to resign myself to such an outcome just yet. Right? How did he find me? Abelard tilts his head and looks at you with worry. You sent me a Vox message, specifically a Vox cast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. Do you mean to say you did no such thing? I think the Warrant Sentinel had sent that message. The Warrant Sentinel? He looks at the servo skull floating next to you. The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did, and I did not see anything of the sort. The Warrant Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with utmost reverence. I assume that, whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same? He frowns. A warrant of Theodora's Voxcast. Lady Theodora's, which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course. What can we expect to find in the Navigator's Sanctum? During the warp transit, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in the course charting process. And for good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum has to be bathed in the energies of the Immaterium. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death. Abelard does not bat an eye as he lists all the horrors that you are about to face. Let's see. The Navigator's Sanctum, very well. Will you lead the way? Absolutely, Octarian. Let us proceed. Okay. Cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really enjoying this game. A wave of static suddenly erupts from the servo skull, and you can make out Theodora's words through the noise. To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor. Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might destroy those who have dared. The Center Soul's eyes light up and he smiles with grim determination. The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward. Cool.
Don't you dare to cross us.
Oh, more heretics, huh? Combat begins with 0 round. During this round, the characters cannot attack or take other actions, but they can take advantageous positions. During a 0 round, you can move each character in your party up to their maximum MP, movement point, but no closer than 1 cell to the opponent. The distance may vary in different combats. The deployment round will not be available if you are ambushed by enemies. Click LMB on the character and then on the cell to move it. Once you have placed all the characters, start press battle. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we didn't have that before. Alright, so I can move now. I can't end my movement here. Okay, and then move you over here. Okay, out of range, I guess. I don't have a sword, so I need to stay at range. Although Abelard, I'll put him here. Okay, so we'll start the battle now. Melee weapons make it impossible for enemies with ranged weapons to attack at close range, unless the enemy is using pistols or shotguns. Ah, just like the tabletop. Melee weapon attacks always hit, but can be dodged. If the attacked character is also using a melee weapon, then they will attempt to parry them at the same time with a dodge check. The higher the difference between the attackers and target's weapon skill characteristics, the less chance the target has to parry the attack. So this is very very similar to the tabletop then. It can also make an area attack with melee weapon. It will hit all creatures that are in its area of effect. A character in range of an area attack will try to avoid it and automatically make a dodge and parry checks. The damage of an area attack made by melee weapons depends on the parameters of the weapon and the character's strength characteristic. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, well, I need you... He's got a pistol. Let's go take him out.
I'd rather not.
Now, was he doing charge? I love that chainsword. Let's see. So, it can make an attack of opportunity as the opponent adjacent cell initiates movement. It can also be triggered by some abilities. Ah, okay, yeah. This is playing like just like BG3, but with like elements from the tabletop. What's this? Strike 14 to 18 damage / 2 AP, 1 AP.
It will be done.
Okay.
Indeed.
Okay. That should do it for him, I think. Charge?
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Oh, can I not charge? I do not have the AP? Look! Alright, nice. Get it done. That's legit. I love that. Okay, cool. Alright, action points are used to perform attacks. Yeah, okay. I get that. Combat abilities of the character differ depending on their class and their choice during the level up phase. Okay. Creative effect. Okay. Alright, that's pretty easy. That's pretty straightforward. We'll go here. And then I can't blast him because I don't have a pistol. I probably shouldn't have moved him, to be honest. Las rifle, boom. Okay, do that. Oh, can I?
Let's see how they respond to this.
Oh, so basically I can move and shoot.
Nothing I can't do.
How many did we take out? We took out almost 2. Nice.
What is it?
Ooh.
What's your target? Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Alright, I like it. Alright, so first, you gonna get it. You gonna get first.
Reduce the dust.
Alright. Then you are gonna get it next.
Someone else can do this.
Can I not do it again?
I'm not interested. I'd rather not.
Okay. Would have been nice to do it more than once. He's at 11 out of 21, so he's going to need a med kit.
Careful now.
Boom. Alright, next. Octarian. Give him what for? 68, 75%. 75%. 75%. Now, I think what I'll do, what's this? Burst fire.
Suits my purpose.
Oops. I shot Abelard. Careful, companions get hurt by your burst shot. Oops. Well, that's good to know. Alright, so... do I have any AP? I do. Nice. Okay. I will leave you right here.
I will do my one to a target.
Alright, by exploring the world, defeating opponents, and completing quests, your character gains experience. You can level up. Okay. Companions now receive experience at the same rate as the character, even if they're not in the party. Oh, that's handy. Yeah, so that makes it pretty easy to level up everything. I mean, that goes for a couple of the components like this. Ooh, what's this? Add it all. Add it all. Give it to me.
They say a little bit of humility never hurt anyone.
All right, so
Help others better themselves by wholeheartedly humiliating them at every step.
okay.
I don't have time for this.
Ah, we can level up. Is that what that means? I think that's what that means. Ooh, can I dual wield chainswords? Well, now I want to give him a sword. Yes, there we go. What else we got here? We got any cool armor? No, no. All right, cool. So we got some swords and stuff. Nice, nice. So we got a las rifle, a las pistol, and a power. Is that a regular sword or just regular sword? And then we got him with a chain sword and a regular sword, dual wielding. So we'll see. Maybe that'll give us extra attack. Do I click this? What do I do? Do I right click?
We shall prevail.
Aha. Upgrade marksman doctrine. Okay. Choose skill. Demolition awareness. Medicae. Huh. Well, let's do that one, right? Plus 10 ballistic skill, plus 5, plus 2 times the edge bonus damage to the end of combat. The ability is available after killing 3 enemies. Marksman gives a sign that they're going to shoot. The marksman and their allies will automatically dodge the next marksman's shot. Huh. Oh, that might be a good escape right there. Yeah, so I think that'll work. Okay. A reputation. Well, now I gotta level him up. Fighter doctrine. Oh, that's what he is. Reckless strike. Ah. That's kind of nice. Kind of like this one. Looks like that'll be a damage upgrade. Athletics. Well, he's the one that can heal right now, so I think that's what I'll do. Okay, cool. Can I equip that yet?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Would have been nice. Would have been nice. All right.
Victory awaits.
Let's see, where do I need to go? Oh, they all came running through that door, so I guess I got to leave out that door. Ah, there we go. There we go. Here's a map of the void ship. It consists of several parts between which you can move. Some parts are not yet available, but over time your character will be able to visit them. Ah, okay. Got it. Navigator's Sanctum right there. Cool. And an autosave too. All right. That's pretty sweet. Just bear with me a second. Turn this off. And now let's see. Should be working now. Oh, I see that. I can't even. All right, let's see. Go into options. There it goes. All right. Need to be able to move between my screens.
I'm always ready.
There it is. Okay. Now, if I come over here, see the screen's going all crazy. If I click this, okay, yeah, it still exits the game when I do that. That's something that'll have to be fixed, I think, when they move this out of beta. All right, back to the game. Let's see.
Doubt is for the weak.
All right, so let's do another save right here. Is there a way I could just overwrite? Can I overwrite? It's delete. 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 And then this one, save. All right. So we'll end that there. That's a pretty cool game. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's a pretty cool game. Try this again. There we go. All right. So now let's hop back into WoW again. Okay, let's see if it's working. Okay, went in just fine. Okay, I'm still alive. Good. I am hearthing out of here. Okay. All right. So after that nightmare, I think we're going to call it for the day. So that Warhammer game was really good. Really good. I enjoyed that. We're gonna have to play some more of that, I think. I think that Warhammer game was a whole lot of fun. All right. Well, thank you for hanging out with us today. If you'd like to support the stream, you can do that by subscribing on YouTube or following on Twitch. Pop that like button if you enjoyed the video, and hit the notification bell to be notified when we go live or release another video. Look below in the video description to see a list of our socials, and we will see you tomorrow.